Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k 7th edition battle report with me, Xenovid, and of course Ian. Haha! We're both a little bit snotty and ill. I don't know what's happened. We're ill, and I think he gave it to me with his Nurgle's rot. So, today's battle report is between Eldar and Space Wolves. Both of them are my armies, and they're close to my heart, and I hope both of them do well. But I want to win. So let's have a look at the table, deployment, mission, and let's see what happens. And Warlord and Psychic powers. So the mission today is Big Guns Never Tire. Now this one is another objective-based mission, D3+2. And if you destroy heavy supports, you get a victory point for that. And we've got 4 objectives on the table. Deployment for today's game is Dawn of War. So your box standard deployment. Won the roll off, and they've deployed first, so they've got their Aegis defense line going around. They're holding this objective already. Second objective is in that building, which is good for them. I'll just show you the third objective, which is over there, and the fourth objective is with the Eldar. So the Aegis defense line has a quad gun, which will be good against flyers. They've got a group of long fangs over here. 2 lance cannons, 2 missile launchers, a predator, 2 land speeders with 2 multi-melters each, a squad of normal space wolves, another squad of space wolves next to them. In the front is some more long fangs, a lord on a wolf, Najau, and a group of wolf guard terminators with various equipment with them. 2 drop pods. One has a dreadnought, one has a squad of 5 space wolves. Hopefully they can come in and capture something. No flyers for the space wolves or titans. We tend not to use titans. Saying that, I do have a Wraith Knight. So let's have a look at their warlord trait and their psychic powers. Due to Space Wolves losing all of their psychic powers from their book, probably they're going to be written for a new codex, is what has been hinted. We've rolled on Biomancy. So it comes with Primaris power, Smite, 18-inch Strength 4, AP 2, Assault 4. Not bad shooting attack. Endurance, Feel No Pain and Relentless, which is good. It's going to be really strong. And Hemorrhage, basically toughness tests for opponents. And the warlord trait he rolled first was on the personal traits, which was giving him counterattack. Now because this is a bound list, he can then re-roll that, and since Space Wolves come with counterattack, he re-rolled, and now he's got Furious Charge on him. So Najau and his unit can have Feel No Pain and Furious Charge, I guess. So awesome. Let's have a look at the Eldar. So here we go. I've put my Dark Reapers in the forest. That's the only cover they can actually get whilst having a good line of accuracy to this army. So we've got Avatar and Wraith Knight. A Fire Prison behind them. 10 Dire Avengers and a Wave Serpent just there. Some Guardians with an Eldar missile launcher and platform with the objective. Behind them is a Fire Prism with 5 Fire Dragons. We've got a squad of bikes and a Warlock, a Viper with Star Cannon, another squad of Guardians, and this guy seems to not be knowing what's going on. Again, Eldar missile launcher, they're near this objective. Coming in from reserve will be my Crimson Hunter Exarch upgrade and 3 Guardian jet bikes, or Wind Rider jet bikes, whatever they're called. Let's have a look at the psychic powers for the Eldar Warlock and what I rolled for my Warlord traits. So it comes with a Primaris now, because he's only a Psycho Mastery level 1, and he can only take from Runes of Battle. So they come with Conceal, which is great. And they've also Conceal Reveal, because they come with 2, basically. So Conceal gives me Shrouded, and Reveal takes away Stealth and Shrouded from the opponent. The other one I rolled was Destructive Renewer, which is a template weapon, or I can give a wound back to models that have lost them, which could be good for my monsters. The Warlord trait I rolled first was a 6, which is friendly deep striking Eldar do not scatter, but I'm not deep striking anything. I re-rolled and I got a 2, which means my Warlord, one use only, at the start of the enemy shooting phase can declare it, and the Warlord and a friendly unit, all friendly units within 12 inches have stealth. So, that's the board deployment. I'm going to roll on camera now for night fighting. It is night fighting. I'm going to try and seize the initiative. What do you think it's going to be?
3.
3. I think a 5. It's a 5, but it's not a 6. So, Space Wolves go first. Let's go into turn 1 Space Wolves. So, movement has occurred. The drop pod was lucky and landed here. It did scatter slightly this way, and the Dreadnought has arrived. The scary, scary Dreadnought. Both land speeders have jumped forward. Everything's kind of shuffled towards the objectives over here, and the Wolf Lord has moved over to here. So let's go into the psychic phase.
A whopping 6 was rolled.
So, what is Najal going to do first?
I'm going to cast Endurance, which is Warp Charge 2. I'm using 5 dice, just purely because...
Please roll double 6s. I want to see a perils.
Because the other 2 are kind of pointless at the minute, so...
Here we go.
Nope, but it goes off.
Okay. I'm gonna. Did you roll all your dice?
I rolled 5, but that is.
Alright, I might as well roll all of mine.
Yep.
So I need 2 6s, essentially. I didn't deny it. Starting with the awesome Dreadnought that I've done, which I converted from a Venerable Dreadnought, and I just put some Space Wolves bits on him, and I think looks cool. So what's he gonna do? Shoot.
Gonna multi-melter.
Multi-melter. Yes, he is.
You got any shields on that?
Yeah, but it doesn't come into effect unless I move. But I do have a 6-up
You do?
stealth.
Yeah, have that.
I can roll 1s all day long. So let's see how dead this Fire Prism is.
Need a 5.
It's gone. No longer a Fire Prism there. Turn 1.
The Stormbolter from this is going to shoot into the Dark Reapers.
Okay. Hits. Needing freeze.
1.
I passed. That's the 6 I needed.
That's the 6.
That is the one. From this land speeder into my Wraith Knight. Both hit. Needing 4s.
That's
Cocked.
I was going to say it's a 1, but I won't.
2 invulnerable saves. I've lost 2 wounds from this one again into my Wraith Knight. 2 hits. Hitting 4s. 1. Can I make this save? No! That's 3 wounds lost. 3 wounds. The squad did move, but they can snap fire their weapons, and the sergeant person is going to man the quad gun. Who are they shooting at?
The Wraith Knight.
At the Wraith Knight. Let's see what they can do.
So I'll do the quad gun first.
6s.
Not
And
for the
these
quad
get
gun.
the rerolls.
Not for the quad gun.
I'm needing freeze. All hit.
And then 5s.
Yes. Nothing.
That counts.
Okay, needing 6s. Nothing. Predator tank is also firing at the Wraith Knight. 2 las cannons, we're going to roll them all at the same time. It just saves time. Needing freeze.
One cannon missed.
But the las cannons hit. We've worked it out, and there's a 4-up cover save on her, which I can roll 1s all day long. Please comment about my dice rolling, because it's wonderful. The Long Fang squad there are also going to fire at the Wraith Knight.
Once again, missiles, las cannons.
Two hits.
Both las cannons.
Oh, this could be it.
2 wounds.
What we saying?
It would be a 4.
I make both of them. The Wolfpack are running now into the building next to the objective. Eldar movement complete. I've shuffled them back a little bit because I'm a little bit worried that he's going to be hugging all of the terrain and coming around to get me. I've shuffled these a little bit forward, moved the Viper across to get a better shot. Wraith Knight, we've only 2 wounds left. What the hell, let's just go forward and see what I can do. Guardians have stayed still. The Fire Dragons are moving closer to the Dreadnought. This is shuffled around so its rear armour isn't as exposed. Avatar has moved forward as well. And let's see what I can do. And let's go to the Psychic phase. 4 Warp Charge Dice Malarkey. I'm going to cast Renewal on the Wraith Knight, trying to bring a wound back. I'm going to roll 3 dice. And I pass.
I'm going to roll all 6 dice.
All 6 dice.
I need 2 6s. There's 1.
Okay. So it goes off.
It does.
So Wraithy is back to 3. That could be interesting. The other one may as well cast Conceal, which I failed with a 2. Phase. Avatar is going to try and shoot the land speeder. The Avatar has a ballistic skill of 10, so hopefully I won't be missing. I get 2 shots because I've upgraded it.
Yeah, it's 2s, then you get to re-roll if you fail on 2s again.
Well, I hit. 2s to glance. Here we go. A glance and a pen. You are going to get a stealth.
Glance. I think it's slightly cocked.
Slightly cocked.
I'll do that again in a minute. Pen.
Pen's gone through.
Glance. Didn't.
Let's see what the pen result is. Plus 2 to this.
Is it not +3 on open topped?
Might be. Are you open top? But I rolled a 1 anyway! You open topped?
I would have thought so.
I don't know.
No, they're not.
I didn't think they were.
Skimmer fast, yes.
1 plus 2. Let's check it out. The vehicle can snap fire. I wanted that one. After the Viper is going to shoot at the other land speeder with its star cannon. Needing 3s. 1 hits. Throw that one away. And then needing 4s to glance. Is a pen. But you're going to get a big cover save. If you roll a 1 or a 2, I'd be happy. No! No, no! That's from this. In fact, I'm going to deactivate the shield from this one as well. What does the deactivated shield get me? If I roll a 1 again, what do I roll a 5? The shield and the other dice, we roll them together. I think it's easier.
We've got different coloured dice. So.
We've got different coloured dice to represent it, but we always roll it together, even though in the rule book it says if you're doing different weapons you should do it. It just slows the game down, I think.
Yeah.
So we do this, because it's a friendly game. So we're doing this against the Dreadnought. So I need 3s, the white is twin linked. Good. 4s for the white, 5s for the red, and this is that's just a glance. So hopefully all 6s. No, 2 glancings. 1 glancing. One is going to do the same thing to the Dreadnought. So Wave Serpent, deactivating shield. Ooh. Needing 3s on everything. The white's rerolled. White is rerolled. Good. 5s on the reds to glance. Those 2 are cocked. Ooh, we have a
1 glance.
1 pen and 1 glance. Glancing goes through.
Pen.
Goes through.
It's gone.
Gone, but the pen result. Yeah. Yay! That might be an elite choice though.
It is an elite choice.
I didn't get a point. This Eldar missile launcher is going to fire a single shot at that land speeder that wasn't damaged earlier. Hits, strength 8. That's a pen. So you're going to roll cover save. He rolled a 4. Don't know if it's going to cut it. Just checked, and on a 4, he saved it. For a giggle, are going to fire their missile launcher at the group over there with the small blast. Direct Mondo. Not a single one. Firing at the long fangs with its scatter laser. All hit. Doing it there. So it would hit the land speeder as well as that group. Direct hit for the first shot. Direct hit for the second. And for the third direct. Needing 2s on everything, except for the white, which need 4s to glance the land speeder. 10 wounds on the squad and 2 stealth saves for the land speeder. Which one's which?
This was the land speeder.
Yeah, but which was the pen?
Oh. The white one.
Either way, they went through.
Yeah. So they've both gone through.
So it's dead, but it doesn't explode. And then we have 10 free-up saves, 8 are cover, and 2 are armour saves, but they're all free-up, so we're doing them the same. Here we go. Two. Well done with your rolling.
That is good.
It's better than my rolling. Start charging the land speeder. Gets an 11. Did that one?
Yeah.
5. That's a pen.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Just from having a rough.
Yeah.
Well done, Avatar. Okay, we've got to do a leadership test for the long fangs. Double ones, they are
Insanely
insane. 1, 2. Wolves, movement. These bad boys have advanced forward. Nigel is a dangerous fellow. The Wolf Lord has run around the corner. Again, staying in cover. Clever boy. Everything else is kind of shuffled or stayed where it is. Not a lot of movement for the Space Wolves, but they don't really need to because they're holding 2 objectives. So let's go into the Psychic phase. 1 was rolled.
No.
No. End of the Psychic phase. Is now shooting at my Wraith Knight.
2 light blues are las cannons.
Okay, okay. No. No, I deny that. Now I'm going to fire at him. Just to know, guys, don't let your opponent rush you. Ian rushed me and was like, "Is I was shooting, you've done that. you've done your shooting, yeah, let's go." Blah, blah, blah. So I didn't actually shoot my Dark Reapers. Good tip of the day. Don't let your opponent rush you. And all the shots at the same time, plasma, quad, and whatnots. Roll them. Let's see, 5s and 6s. Couple. 2 armor saves and an invulnerable save. Armor saves. Failed one of the free up armor saves because I can't roll free ups. And the invulnerable, again, I'm just a loser at rolling dice. Predator tank. Now at the Wraith Knight.
Light blues are the las cannons.
Ooh.
Ooh. I rolled a 1. It's gone. Drop pod into the Dark Reapers. 1 hit.
1 hit, 1. Oh.
Nothing. Into my Guardians. Both hit. Yeah, 1 wound. What's the AP?
It's Stormbite, so 5.
1's dead. God, into the Guardians.
Melt and mist.
It doesn't matter, everything can kill their armour.
I was just saying the melt and mist.
It doesn't matter, everything can kill my armour.
5.
5 dead. This squad firing into the avatar.
The square one is the pistol.
Needing freeze. No freeze. Next squad shooting at the Viper.
Small ones are the assault cannon.
Okay. Round. So a lot of high dice numbers.
That's a glance, that's a pen. That's a pen. And everything else missed.
6 up. It's dead. Boo. The Guardians just failed their leadership test and have actually run off the board. So no chance of an Eldar win today. I'm going to carry on, see how much the Eldar can fight back. Eldar have moved. The Fire Dragons and the Wave Serpent have moved up to the hill towards this drop pod. Dark Reapers have stayed still. Avatar's continued his awesome advance. The Die Avengers have moved forward into the to the woods a little bit with their Wave Serpent. They have stayed still. My jet bikes came on, but my Crimson Hunter did not. And they're all facing up against those Space Wolves that are there. So let's go into the... Let's not go into Psychic Phase because I don't want to do anything in the Psychic Phase. Because I can't do anything. So let's go into the Shooting Phase. So firing 2 melter shots into the Long Fang squad. I was cocked. I rolled 2 2s. But I...
That's fine as weapon skills 10. Ballistic skills 10.
It is. I did 2s. Makes one of them. One goes down. This fire prism, it's not a fire prism at all, it's a Wave Serpent. It's going to deactivate its shields and fire at this squad right here. So deactivating the shield. 4. The white is a Bright Lance and that's re-rolled. Everything, you get your armour save against the reds. You get cover save against the white.
Two
yeah.
armour saves. You said you needed 2, so 3 armour saves and a cover.
3 armour saves and a cover.
Small dice at cover. Unless you wanted them done as
Do them all at the same time.
2. What cover would I get?
Your best cover save is a 4 up. Right, so we killed 2. This one is going to fire its Bright Lance into the drop pod. Misses, but it is twin linked. It hits, needing 4s to glance. Of course, I rolled a 3. From the missile launcher into the long fangs. Hits, needing 2s, 2s, and you get your cover save. No. Dark Reapers now firing at the squad of Spaceballs. Needing freeze. All freeze. Focus. Focus. 5 cover saves for the Space Wolves. 3 of them die. 3 jet bikes against the squad in front of it. Freeze. Reroll. How have I only got half? And I'm needing 4s, but any 6s are AP2. There's 1 6 and 2 4. So 2 armour saves for me. And a 5 and a 6, they're good. Jet bikes now firing at these Space Wolves. I keep wanting to call them Grey Knights. Needing 3s.
Yeah, they're not great.
They're not at all. 6s are AP2. There's 1 6.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
8 armour save.
2.
Wow. Leadership test for this squad. They're fine. Leadership test for the Long Fangs. are also fine. A leadership test for the Space Wolves over here.
Fine.
They're fine. Is it 9 or 8? Are they 9?
No, they're 8.
They're 8, so they do fall back. 12. Assault phase now. Avatar would assault the long fangs over there, and these would assault them. So let's do this one first. I declare an assault on you.
Do I have to do a leadership then?
Let's check the rules. Okay, so they are overwatching these. We just read in the rule book that if you charge a unit that is falling back, they must make a regrouping test, but because they have unknown no shall know no fear, they automatically pass regroup tests, so they can't actually be killed that way. So we're carrying on as normal. So, overwatching.
Yes, strength 4 against toughness 4.
Yeah? Armor save? Of course I failed it. I don't make armor saves, apparently, at all. I rolled a 6 for my advance, and they're in. He's also charging this squad of long fangs, so we're just going to sort out the Overwatch.
Las cannons, missile, and then the pistol.
Okay.
Called it. It's 2.
2. What was that one?
That was a las cannon.
Okay. Well done. And for invulnerable, I rolled a 1. Can you see that? A 1 again. A 1 again. Okay, Avatar charging. 4. Boom. Raph attacks. There's 5 in base 5 jet bikes that are in base contact. So base strength is 3. So I need 5s. 2. So that's 2 armor saves. Which you fail both. Consolidate. 6 inches. Hammer of Wrath for the Avatar. Hits. That's another armor set. That's an armor save for these long fangs. On a 4. They're fine. These for the Avatar. My initiative is 10. This is 4. So I need 2s. 3 die. Hit back. Needing 5s? Nothing. Right. You should pass this leadership. That would help me out. No, you didn't.
You can get a point then.
My initiative, you can't get away from me. Even I rolled a 1. That's a point, finally, for the Eldar. Consolidate. 5. Now turn 3. Was movement. The Wolf Lord has moved up. He's very close now. Najau and his unit have moved closer on. This Space Wolf squadron has moved up to the quad cannon, and the Predator has backed away from the Avatar. Beep, beep, beep. Vehicle reversing. So let's go into the Psychic Foe.
Whopping 6!
I was again going to cast Endurance using 5 dice. Still no double 6s though. Still no double 6s.
No, you're correct. You did though.
I got 3 6s.
3 6s.
You weren't doing no psychic power.
Oh, I had 4 dice.
Oh, Stormbolts are firing at the Dark Reapers. 1 hit. Nothing.
The other one into the reserved.
These 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing. Firing at
That's the one. It's not
the Predator firing at the Avatar.
small dice and las cannons.
Do it. Good-o. I like that. So that's wounded me.
We are.
I didn't make my invulnerable save. Back squad firing at the Avatar! So we're doing everything at the same time just for the fun of it.
What's his toughness?
6. Quad gun wounds 4 times.
Bolter.
Bolter does nothing.
Plasma.
Plasma
Wounds.
wounds. So I have 3 armor saves, and an invulnerable save. 4 armor saves and save. 3 ups, which I can never make. I make 1. Yeah, like I said, I failed 1. And the invulnerable, I failed that one.
You're 1 wound.
1 wound! Squad that's left is also going to fire at the avatar.
Blue's last cannon.
Okay.
What's missile pod strength? Missile
8.
launcher.
You've wounded it, and I think it's AP 3. Let's have a look at it.
Check.
Save! Which I fail. So taking a brief pause from the game, right now Space Wolves are winning 4-1. They've taken Warlord, First Blood, and the 2 heavy supports, so they've got 4. They could probably easily get Linebreaker as well with Nigel's unit or the Lord, so that'd be 5-1 at the end. And they've got both their objectives. I have my objectives, but Space Wolves could table Eldar in this game, depending on how long the game lasts, and also it's one of those things where it's turn 3 and we already know the outcome. Well, to be fair, turn 2 we knew the outcome. Eldar had a chance at the Avatar, but now the Avatar's gone, there's no way Eldar can win. So I'm asking you, what can you do to make games more fun? Because we're finding the last 5 or 6 games, it's been turn 2 or 3 and we've known the winner. That's not fun for the opposing player, playing 3 turns of knowing you're going to lose when there isn't that slight chance to win. Is this the way 40k is? Is this the way 40k is for you guys out there? Comment below, let us know. But maybe we'll start playing War Machine.
The Wolf Lord.
This squad is going to try and assault the tank, and the Wolf Lord is going to try and assault the jet bike. So, assault the tank. Got a 4. No. We're going to swap Overwatch shots first, and then see what happens. Okay, Overwatch shots. Rolling 6s. And re-roll. The rest of them. To wound, and 6s are AP2. 2 AP2s and a 5, so 2. So basically 3 free ups because you have a Storm Shield. 1 wound, lost. On a 5, he's in. 6 attacks from the squad.
There's 5 there.
6 attacks. That didn't matter.
Weapon skill 6.
Good. I got. Nearly 5s, 2 armor saves, please. Of course, you didn't fail them. Show you on camera, but he's pretty much going to wipe that squad out.
What's your weapon skill?
4. Or 3, it's 4. Doesn't really matter, you're rolling on 3s.
You'll see in the AP of it.
2.
It is. Oh,
2 are dead.
That's redonkulous.
2 are dead. Leadership is 6 now. They made it. Still in combat. Okay, the jet bikes have moved up a little bit. I rolled a 2 for my reserve to come in, so he's failed me. If he'd come in earlier, he could kill that one, and then the next turn that one, and then carried on to his army. But I can't roll dice. Maybe I need to start a game that doesn't roll dice. Maybe I'll do a gaming channel. And the Wave Serpents have moved across a little bit. That's all I can really do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish units on the board. So let's go into the psychic phase. And there's no nice psychic phase. So shooting! Wave Serpent can see the side armour of the Predator. So, dropping the shields. 4. Needing 3s, but the 5s are rerolled. Yeah. I need 4s to glance on the reds and 3s to glance on the white. But you've seen my roll today. Woo! Yeah. You don't get cover saves against the Serpent Shield, but you get a cover save against the Bright Lance. And you made it with a 6. So it's not fully destroyed.
Well,
It's not destroyed. I can't destroy you.
is it not an AP?
No. A 1 and a 6. The missile launcher from the Guardians, doing its small blast. Directimundo. Needing 4s. These 4 are on the wolf pack, and the 5 is on the long. The white is on the long fang. I need 4s to wound. Let's see what happens. 2 wounds went through on the normal pack, and on a double 6 you've passed. Dark Reapers now firing at the long fang squad. Needing 3s. And needing 3s again. So 4 saves of a 4-up. 1 dies. This Wave Serpent's going to drop its shield and fire at the HQ unit. I roll a 1! All hit. And all wound. You have 2 armor saves and an invulnerable save. I want you to take the armor saves first. Fine. And a 3-up invulnerable. Fine. Spikes. Needing 5s. 1 armor save. Which he passed. One has been killed. And I make my leadership test. Turn 4! Movement phase, the Najal and his unit have moved forwards. Let's go into the psychic phase. Endurance goes off. Goes off. Predator firing at the Wave Serpent right here.
Needing 5,
6.
to glance?
Needed 6s to hit. The last turn I caused 2 hull points. One was a 1, one was a 6. So you are shaken.
I thought one was a glance.
I don't know. Maybe carry on.
Okay, that's fine. They all missed.
I may be wrong, but I did do 2 hull points.
Yeah, I know. We'll just say that it was 6.
Okay, carrying
I
on.
can't remember. The quad gun into the Wave Serpent.
Quad going into the Wave Serpent. 4 hits. Front armour is 12.
Glance.
1 glance into the Wave Serpent. Misses. Drop pod into the Reapers. Both shots hit. And 1 wound. I failed. Is that how you're shooting at them?
Yeah.
They make their leadership test. Terminator's trying to charge the Guardians. Overwatch 6s. Yeah, not a single 6.
That's incredible.
From 16 dice. Not a single 6. Glitches,
Oh.
which you make, and that I think is the game. Let's carry on though, because in our rules we have to carry on. So the Wolf Lord has just killed all of the jet bikes and is now taking that objective. The Zhao and his unit have taken out all of the Guardians, and now Space Wolves hold all of the objectives. And yeah. So let's go on to Eldar turn 4. We've called it there on turn 4 because after discussing my flyer would kill the Predator, we rolled it just to see. Flyer killed the Predator. Even if I kill the Long Fangs as well, the score goes to 5-3 to the Space Wolves. Space Wolves have all the objectives. Even if I contest one, grab another, it's there's no way I could prevent him winning at all. So we just called it there. I'm not enjoying 40k at the moment. The games we've played with different armies, it gets to turn 3 and we pretty much know who's won. We don't know what we can do to change that.
Obviously, at the minute we're playing I can't remember what they're called, but the missions, the old missions. We've kind of suggested doing the other missions, seeing how we get on with them. Maybe they might be a bit different, but that's going to be a little while off yet because we've got to do a few more battles in this league, try and get as many of these done as we can.
It's turn 1 is devastating, and if you check out our Eldar Tau battle report, which was the end of 6th, I think, Eldar pretty much destroyed Tau in turn 1, completely, and turn 1 is what did it, and I couldn't do anything, unfortunately. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Did you enjoy the game? I enjoyed the last game. I enjoyed the last game a hell of a lot more because there were loads of fun elements, like 20 odd Hormagorts against Typhus, or taking down my monstrous creatures, which, if you take down the synapse of Tyranids, then boom boom, and the army implodes. Like fun army, like Chaos and Tyranids, I would say were fun armies.
Orcs as well. They all add a bit of randomness to the game, whereas with with Necrons and any Space Marine army, as we've said before, they're very, very forgiving in their mistakes, and they're quite easy to play, but it's not. It doesn't add that element of randomness, that element of fun into it when you have stuff that is just like as forgiving as Necrons and Space Marines of any chapter.
Matt on Mini Wargaming has touched on something which I've said in a previous vlog, that the standard 6 missions are best for unbound armies. Just do whatever you want. And the new ones, which are just about objectives, do your troops. And my armies are designed to take objectives.
I think the new what's the name of them?
Crusade of War, or
I don't know.
something like that.
The new missions, I think, would be a bit more different. Unfortunately, this league we kind of started, and it's.
We started.
I don't know. We might. I don't think it will make much difference if we add 1 or 2 of the other type of missions in, but just to keep us a bit more interested in it, as it is getting a bit repetitive with the whole, right, turn 1, it's over, might as well back away. But
yeah,
it's difficult because it is, obviously we are doing a league. We're looking at changing the league slightly come next year anyway, because for financial reasons we've got to reduce the amount of armies in there possibly, and kind of see where we're at. Also, we've kind of it might be the case that we get another person in to do the league as well, but don't know. At the minute, this league, I think we just got to kind of power through and kind of just finish off the rest of them.
Yep. We set up camera. Necrons have definitely won it now.
Yeah, with
That list, that Necron list is perfect for 7th edition. Vehicles, vehicles, vehicles. Armour 13 and 14 vehicles. That's crazy.
in the last Necron game, they didn't even get out their Ghost Arcs till the end.
I didn't need to.
They didn't need to at all.
6th edition was more about strength 6 shooting, infantry.
It was a lot more
infantry.
middle range weaponry. Lots of shots with middle ranged strength and AP kind of thing would see through a game. This one is
in the old edition. That Predator would have been destroyed.
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
Like the Serpent Shield, it's AP dash, so not even like you can't kill a vehicle with an AP dash weapon, which may have nerfed the Wave Serpents a little bit more. And the fact that Jink has to be declared, but then you'd be snap shooting. Even if I jinked my Fire Prism at the beginning, it would have been useless for most of his weapons for that turn, and then you could have just done it again. And again and again and again.
Yeah.
But yeah, tactical errors. I don't think you did a thing wrong. I think you played to the Space Wolves' strengths. Although this army is designed with your game style.
Yeah.
Sit and shoot. Sit and shoot.
The one element I did enjoy was perhaps the Wolf Lord. Just kind of not for the game style, but
narrative-wise,
what he did, he was just like, I'm just gonna run into the cover.
It was brilliant. The rest of the army was here, and they're like running around everything, like dodging shots and everything like that, and then like landing on all the jet bikes in a fury of rage and killing them all, then claiming the objective. Wolflord
that was quite enjoyable with the Wolflord. He didn't do much, but just the way he behaved. But as you said, the rest of it it was just inevitable, really. After I took, 4 wounds on the
Wraith Knight
in the first turn, land speeders did their job there. So
Avatar was pretty cool this turn round, making an 11-inch charge, which was really lucky on my part. Killing the land speeder, killing the long fangs, but then he has to get for a predator and a million bolter shots.
I think, as you said, there are still certain elements. It's just in the last few games, especially, the elements have decreased in the amount, and the predictability of it has increased a bit more. So it's a bit more.
This is our 4th game into 7th edition now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. Obviously, we're not. No one's a master of 7th edition in 4 games. But again, it's clear to see if you have more psychic ability, you're going to dominate that phase. I had a psychic mastery level 1. I couldn't stop you doing anything.
No.
Vehicles, good. Aegis defense line is still good. Giving you that massive cover save. Turn 1 guaranteed free up cover save. Pretty much. I rolled really poorly today again. Very poorly. So I have a question for you. If you play another gaming system, that's what I'm looking for. If you play fantasy, if you play Infinity, you play War Machine, how do those games? Are there more balance to it? Is it more fun and unpredictable? Is there more of those moments where it comes down to a dice roll between 2 units or something like that? Because I'm just not seeing that. 40k, I'm just seeing boom, I've smashed you, I've crippled you this turn, next turn I'm smashing you up. Which in 6th edition, if you think back to our tournament, like we drew our game, and that was close, and it came down to the last game to see what was happening.
And then
with 7th edition, whoever brings the most vehicles is gonna be sitting pretty, which will be you.
I don't know what you mean.
Your vehicle.
6
whore.
flyers in my towel lists. Do you think it's perhaps the fact that we've played so many in such a short time?
No.
Maybe we need to move away from 40k for a week or so, give it a bit of a break, and then revisit it? Or do you think it's the fact that it's
I
the
don't.
gameplay?
I think it's the game now. I think it's the way the game is. 7th edition has been designed.
It's returned to vehicle heavy. Now, as I've said before, I personally feel that if you're playing war, you take something big to back you up. You wouldn't just go in with a pistol going back.
Yeah.
And so I quite often take vehicles and balance the vehicles out throughout the army. However, because I do that, with some of the things, like taking a hammerhead in Tau, for instance, I've learnt that, especially with your aptitude of killing vehicles, or the old aptitude of killing vehicles, it'd be on the turn 1, random, I'll just pot shot it, and it'll blow it up, and I'm just like, what? How have you done that? From a pistol or something?
Yeah.
So I tended to take two vehicles generally to counteract your ability of destroying them in one shot. But now it's kind of the fact that you can't destroy them in one shot. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
To destroy them in one shot.
And
so I've still got 2 in my list, and it's like, or at least 2 in my list that are heavy duty vehicles. So
and look what's happened.
Yeah, and it's
you've bought 2 tanks now from Games Workshop. So you're having to buy vehicles. They're the thing. So Games Workshop have done it. So you're spending more money.
Yes, yeah.
Because the vehicles are more expensive, obviously, than a troop. Whereas I go for a balanced army, or what was a 6th edition balanced army, and they're not working. The balanced army designed for troops. It may be, again, the new missions might favour my...
I don't think that...
might favour my stuff, but again, anything can claim objectives now. Unless you're troops against like an elite or a fast, where troops trump everything else. But again, you get random objectives, like if you kill a HQ, or your objective is
you
like
destroy something in the shooting phase or anything like that. You can, and that's where
it could be
the
interesting.
randomity re-adds to the game.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like the strategy. You did all the strategy things right today, and I was trying to counter, but I didn't have the equipment to counter anything.
No.
And I think it might be the fact that all my lists are great for 6th.
Yeah, and then therefore it's a bit of a... From the beginning it's an uphill struggle.
Oh.
Mine were okay for 6th, but...
In 7th they got a huge boost.
Got a huge boost, yeah, definitely.
Now we can't... Obviously we can't change our lists. If we played a different game, or whatever, like if we just said, right, let's do a 1500 point game, it might be something different, because
definitely. I mean, you've got two fire prisms.
Yeah.
That, yeah. effectively you could take out, I don't know, your Reapers, which were forgotten, and put in another Fire Prism. They may not be the same points, but
And unfortunate today, I'm just thinking, sorry to cut you off, that it was big guns never tire, so you killed all my heavy sports.
Yeah.
Essentially.
pretty much straight away. And
so you're 2 points ahead of me because you've killed my heavy sports and I haven't killed yours.
I think some of it does come down to your terrible, terrible luck.
I am bad at rolling dice.
What was it?
Every time I can roll one.
The Perils of the Warp.
Yeah, someone did
not this game, not the last game, but I can't remember what it was. It was Tyranids against Necrons. Tyranids against Necrons. High Tyrant flew up, tried to do something, perilled, failed his leadership, and then was destroyed, basically. Someone calculated it and left a comment.
Like 0.02.
0.02 or something crazy like that percentage of that happening.
Of me
and
rolling double sixes, then rolling a 1 out of 6, and then
failing your leadership.
Rolling, and I think I rolled an 11.
Yeah. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's. I think you've perilled again since then.
No.
Did you peril against Chaos?
No.
But then get something decent?
No, I don't. No, you've perilled. What I think you perilled once and rolled a 6, and then you became supercharged for one turn.
And that I think some of the luck does come down to it. And I as we've said before, there's normally 3 of us that play. You're the least lucky out of the 3. I'd say I'm probably the average one about the 3, but I'm a little above average at the minute. Some of my roll-ins.
Yeah, I tallied it up at the last tournament, and like I can roll more 1s than the other 2. The other guy can roll more 6s, and then you're consistent.
I get mostly 4s and 5s, maybe a few 3s in there as well.
But then when you do leadership does, you're fine.
Yeah,
you roll like 1s and 2s.
So I think a lot of it is down to luck and how. I mean, yes, the armies and stuff they've changed in 7th, and we've explained that. But the luck side of things, you're that hinders you a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I as I said, I think after this league, the current league, which we've got about 16 games left, 17 games left.
Yeah.
It'll either be the case of do the other type of missions, see how they fare, or do a bit of a campaign. And then next year, the league may be a bit more enjoyable through the fact that we'll be able to balance our lists or something.
Yeah,
unless 8th edition comes out or something like that. But like the last season, we went through it, and some of the games were a bit more enjoyable than others, but on the whole, most of them were somewhat entertaining.
I don't remember them being like this.
No. So.
No, I don't remember them being like this. No, sorry. So we'll see what I do. Next game I think is Tyranids Necrons. It might not be.
No, it's another Space Wars. Because it was...
Space Wars against... It won't be Eldar.
It'll be Chaos.
Like Chaos.
That might be an interesting one because
I think it will be.
There's a lot of heavy shooting from either side. Obviously, I've got a few more vehicles, but in fact, no. Yes, I've got one more vehicle.
And Helldrake.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
horrible.
that's it. The Helldrake.
Yeah.
But you've obviously got your multi-melt, is it? Oh no, I haven't got one more vehicle. You've got Dreadnought, your 2 Land Speeders and your Predator.
Mm.
I've got 2 Land Raiders, a Defiler and my Helldrake. So...
Okie dokie then. So that was the game. Please leave a comment below about about the questions we've asked.
Oh.
Are you finding 7th edition to be turn 1, turn 2 decides the game? Is it just us? Do you think the fact we have... I've got 6th edition army lists and vehicles got a buff, and one of my big armies is Tyranids, who've got a nerf. And if you play another game system like Fantasy or War Machine or Infinity, do you find them more fun than 40k? And if so, what is it about them that you find more fun? And then if I get 100 comments on this video saying War Machine or Fantasy is a brilliant system, you should really check it out, then we might check it out. I know War Machine costs less than 40k, and I've heard Fantasy is more of a gamer's thing, and you've got some dwarves, you've got a million dwarves upstairs and lizard men, so we'll see how that goes. So thank you very much for watching. I'm hoping a short video today. We always ramble on for about 20 minutes about 7th edition at the end. So Eldar have lost. We're predicting the Necrons are going to win, unless Necrons could start doing a few losing.
They got to play tower a couple of times. That'll be interesting as well.
They are. So
strength 10.
4's to glance.
3's to glance on the go starts.
Roll a 3. I roll a 3. I can't roll dice. Or a gaming system where you don't roll dice. That'd be good.
Snap. We should play Snap.
We play cards. Let's play cards.
Uno.
Uno. A game of Uno.
Yeah.
Right, I've been Xenovids. He's been Ian. We'll see you on the next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Next battle should be maybe next week.
Yeah, it'll be next week.
Probably next week. Yeah. So I'll better get editing, and I'll see you later.